are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Speaking of mistakes, one Twitter user fired off a tweet that is causing all types of backlash, y'all, in the WNBA community. So Bankroll Von Ski tweeted out after they had this video up, the Dallas Wings just, showing off their player, getting some engagement, and he says they letting trans in the WNBA. Then the fact check, you can see these are both biological black women, number 21 being Kalani Brown, and number 15 being Tierra McCowan. False rumors about black women are extremely damaging. And then Angel Reese came out and said, y'all never seen black tall women that are fine? ? Y'all so weird and insecure, and it shows. And we talking about like two very accomplished college players making it to the WNBA. Like, this is so disrespectful, man. It's slander. It's Bush League. It's yellow journalism at its finest. It's just terrible. It's fake news. And it sparked a lot of outrage, man. And I think it was just beyond disrespectful. Shout out to Angel Reese for coming out and speaking up. She's never been one shy to use her platform, her mega platform, to call out wrongs, to call out shortcomings, and I think she was right on par with this one, man. It was disrespectful. And the WNBA players go through so much scrutiny, man, that we see. And it's honestly tweets like this that are disgusting, to be honest with you. But it seems like they took it in stride. And shout out to the league just for being supportive. Players, coaches, the league's social media pages have come out and defended these two players, and shout out to them, because it's this type of ignorance that adds to that false narrative, that stigma in the WNBA, that it's a bad brand and they're not promoting players and they're just letting people play and all this other nonsense, man. It's sickening what these players have to go through, man. But I think they took it with stride. Shout out to Angel Reese, being a rookie, being a young woman of color that is not afraid to speak her mind. We've seen her, continue to just be very, very passionate about her on-the-court performances. We've seen her 2 back-to-back double-digit scoring games, 9 rebounds in 1. She's passing the rock. She's showing an advanced skill set, and she's also at the Met Gala and just showing her appreciation for the game and paying it forward, man. But shout out to these two players that were wrongly accused, wrongly disrespected, and they're just out here trying to get engagement, trying to live their best life, and play basketball, man. And I know we've talked about Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark in the big news, but the major news, and I'm not saying it's just because of them, because the league has been growing in popularity, but we know now that there is an expansion coming and that there will be a WNBA team coming to Toronto in the near future. So Toronto has been awarded a WNBA expansion team. They will be led by billionaire Larry Tannenbaum and Kilmer Sports Inc. Incorporated. The franchise is expected to launch play in 2026 and will play at the Coca-Cola Coliseum in Toronto. Major news, and we've heard from the commissioner in the WNBA about expansion, specifically trying to get to that 18-team mark.
Our plan and goal is to get to 16 teams in the next few years. So we're at 13 with the Golden State team. Our plan is to get 3 more in the next few years. We're talking to a lot of different cities. I think I've thrown out names before. It's complex because you need arena and practice facility and player housing and all the things. You need committed long-term ownership groups. And so the nice thing is we're getting a lot of calls. We continue to engage with cities. I'll throw some of those out there because I've already thrown them out there. We continue to engage with cities like Philadelphia and Toronto and Portland and Denver and Nashville and South Florida and probably forgetting one. But those are the cities we're talking to. But I mean, just last week we got 2 calls from 2 other cities, and these can either take a very long time to negotiate or can happen pretty quickly if you find the right ownership group with the right arena situation. So we're on our way to 16. That will add 48 roster spots in just a couple of years. That in a league of 144 is a lot, so that's 30%. And I think it'll be great when we get those done over the next couple years. So 26 is definitely our goal for certainly the next one. And then shortly thereafter, if not then, or the year or two after. So by 28, I'd say I feel pretty confident we'll be at 16 teams.
I think this expansion is great news for the league. I mean, we see how the Toronto Raptors have been accepted, appreciated, celebrated. They've brought a championship to the league. Drake's all bought in. So we see how much this community and this country as a whole and this city loves basketball. So I think this is a perfect move for the WNBA. I'd like to see the Comets come back in Houston. I'd like to see the Charlotte Sting come back in Charlotte, North Carolina. I know that there's been petitions going around trying to bring these teams back. There's been interest from the likes of Beyonce, possible, I ain't gonna say interest, but hey, Asia Wilson, the MVP of the league, the best player in the league of the championship aces, trying to get Beyonce interested. Serena Williams has expressed serious interest in owning a WNBA team. The sponsorships are starting to pour in. They have the charter flights for the players to travel effectively. The NBA is booming right now, man, and it's exciting to see this league grow because they've had a great product for years. They've had a lot of talent, and they play a great brand of basketball, man. So it's exciting to see the expansion. I can't wait to see what other states or countries, for that matter, get a chance to have a WNBA team. But going to 18 teams will be exceptional. We see so much talent getting cut and having to go overseas to play. I mean, there's so much of an influx of talent coming from the college game, and a lot of these vets are holding on to these spots. So we just need to create more opportunities to keep this talent to influx into the league, man. So I'm excited to see the expansion. I'm excited to see the league continue to grow. I'm excited to see them build around these superstars. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments about the expansion, about the Caitlin Clark news, about the Angel Reese news stepping up and speaking out. Holler at your boy. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments. That's a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, hey, we out.